Have you already bought this?
That sounds bad. I've already bought it.
I don't have good news for you. This is a complete fantasy piece. It's a complete fake.
Damn it.
Porn stars usually always get it right, but sometimes even they get scammed. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about the 5 times porn stars got scammed. At number 1, we have something from the war, which is supposedly signed by Napoleon himself. And the porn star actually buys it for $2,000, and it actually turns out to be a fake signature.
He would have sent these all over Europe. Let's say that this is worth very much as a historical artifact.
COA fooled me, it's fake.
To try and explain to people what had happened. So if you've got one of the original copies that would have been written,
Corey, why don't you take it home and remind yourself not to be so damn...
manuscript copies. So what we've got here is very clearly a replica of a very important document.
Stupid.
As you can see, when these guys get these things wrong, it does mean
Out on the battlefield, that would be priceless. The thing is, this is not one of those original
a
manuscripts.
lot to them. Basically, the reason for this is because they pay money for it, hoping to sell it on for more money to make a profit. But if they can't do that, then they've lost money. This could obviously cause a downfall in the company and could eventually make them go bankrupt. So making these horrible mistakes is something that nobody in this business wants to do. So for number 2, guys, I'm going to let you guys watch this for a second and just watch out for the key information.
And how much were you looking for?
I was looking at 1,800.
So just take that in. 1,800 was his original price that he wanted to sell it for.
You're asking a lot of money for a baby's
I'll tell you what, I'll meet you in the middle of 13. That's what I could do.
best.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you $1,200 for it.
Could you go 14? All right, I'm gonna go with that.
And then he drops it all the way down to 1,300. Now, the thing I'm getting at here is, why, if you thought you had something really valuable, why would you then drop $500 from your original price? It just doesn't make sense to me, guys, and honestly, it's almost like they already know that it is fake and that they're putting it on just so that they can try and get some money out of it, and they do it. It's very clever, but also it is very scammy. At number 3, guys, we have a Joe Jackson book signed by Joe Jackson. Now, supposedly this is a real signature, but it's really, really rare. So the reason it's rare is because Joe Jackson was actually illiterate and struggled to even write his own name. So there was only a couple signatures of his ever written by him. So this is obviously a fraud because it's clear as this lady shows the porn star that it actually isn't real. That is the real one right there, and you can see it is really, really messy.
And then the K here goes straight into an O, whereas this, the K, he tries to do the loop. I'm not convinced that it's real.
So due to how rare this was, to be honest, the porn star should actually know that this can't be real. They need to do some more research before buying things like this because they've just spent $16,000 on a piece of writing which isn't actually worth anything.
People, I'm gonna try and get a consensus on this
You
thing.
realize that could be like one of the biggest hits we've ever had around here. Let me see. It's fake. The entire small case E in Joe's first name. Several factors became apparent during our thorough examination that prevented us from certifying the autographs, which means it has been erased and signed over the original.
I have my uncle's comic book collection.
What exactly are you looking to get for him?
Like
I'll give you $50 a box. That's $350.
to get $2,000. Can you do 500?
I'm gonna do the 500. I'm gonna show everyone what an expert I really am.
So with number 3, guys, it is obvious that this guy just rushed into this deal way too quickly. He didn't check any of the comics and didn't think about how much they would go for. He just rushed into the decision after dropping a quarter of his original price.
Other couple £100 of comic books.
$200 retail.
And the worth?
About 5 cents a book if you're lucky.
And there it is, proof that he just did rush into this decision way too quickly. And last but very much not least, we have number 5. So number 5, this guy is trying to sell a Gibson mandolin to the porn star. The porn star actually halves the original sale that he wanted to get for the mandolin, and to be fair, he would have lost out on a lot more money if he hadn't. He then goes to the music store to check out if it's real or fake, and to be honest, it turns out to be fake. There's so many reasons why this mandolin is actually fake, and you just got to be so careful. These guys' job are actually really hard because you just have to have a look and a glimpse at something before you buy it and invest into something which may be fake. You just have to really be careful. That is going to wrap it up for today's video. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.